We are the chosen generation, called forth to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I'm walking in power, I'm walking miracles, I live a life of favor. I know who I am, I'm walking in power, I'm walking miracles, I live a life of favor. I know who, take a look at me, I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter what you see now, gotta see His glory, cause I know who. Take a look at me, I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter what you see now, gotta see His glory, cause I know. One more time, take a look at me, I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter what you see now, gotta see His glory, cause I know. Everybody shouted, whoa, whoa. I know who I am. Everybody shouted, whoa, whoa. I know who I am. Everybody singing, whoa, whoa. I know who I am.
As we reflect on the work that has been given us, which is serving the poor, we need to take a step back and ask ourselves, why did Jesus come in the state He did? He came in a stable. This is a man we call the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Prince of. He came in a stable. Surely, if you are the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and everything has been given to you, wouldn't it be more logical to come in a castle for everybody to come and pay you homage? Today, or this month, a princess was born to Kate and William. Did you see the pomp? Did you see how people camped outside to wait for the princess? But the King of Kings did not have that. This one had the paparazzi waiting. Is the father carrying the George to go and meet the sister for the first time? Is Kate coming out? Is she wearing heels? Look at the pomp. You know? Look at the pomp in this scenario. And then look at this humble man who comes like a poor person. Because surely, why would he be born in a stable? If you reflect on that, then you come to understand that it is not about the material world, but it is about loving each other. And that love is better expressed through serving the one who is most needy. If you look at the life of Jesus, He chose to hang with the poor, the disadvantaged, the ones whom society shunned, the prostitutes. That was where He was. And each time, you would ask yourself, why would the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, hang with the most disadvantaged? But you come to understand this paradox if you also ask yourself, if He hung with the rich and the powerful, then at which point would He have had an opportunity to show the rest of us that these people also matter, and that they are there so that we can go to heaven? If God is love, and he commands us that if we love, we should express it to those ones in need. And if he tells us in Matthew 25, verse 35, when I was hungry, in this verse we reflect on the last judgment. And God gives us a glimpse of the standards he uses to see whether you led a good life or a bad life. He does not ask, how much did you accumulate in your life? No. He asks, when I was hungry, did you give me something to eat? When I was thirsty, did you give me something to drink? A stranger in the land, did you invite me in? If you did, then come and share what I have prepared. So, reflecting on this message, we understand that there is no greater love than uplifting the life of another. Is it easy? No. We are not Jesus. And therefore, we may not have the heart for the poor. But if we've been singing that I know who I am, if you know who you are, then you know you have weaknesses. Then you know that you have challenges. But he also prepared a place for you to go when you are challenged. He said, call unto me, and I will respond. Ask and you will receive. Unfortunately, we do not take that message, and we still think we can manage on our own, forgetting that when he calls you, he also enables you. Most of the great apostles in the Bible were nothing. Peter was a fisherman. Sure. How come he came to lead the Christian movement? Do we know our fishermen here, what they look like? Do you ever go to our local beaches to buy either fish and you see the fisherman? This is the person who led the Christian movement. And it shows you that when God calls you, he's not looking at what you are. He is looking to transform you to be what he wants you to be. So when you came to World Vision, you were just called. You're not here by accident. It is a call. But in that call, you are not where you are supposed to be. But by being here, you work in his ministry. He enables you. He sees your challenges. He knows you need to overcome. And eventually, he makes you what he wants you to be. So success is not what you are, but what you become. And he knows what he wants you to become. So do we open our hearts and minds to let him transform us to what he wants us to become, given the fact that we are in his vineyard and that he was the foundation on which the poor, the oppressed, these are the riches he left with us. And he knows the best way that this flock needs to be looked after. And he knows that you are the shepherd working among his flock to bring back hope, to bring back faith, to bring resources to all these people. So you need to open your hearts and let him transform you to what he wants you to be, so that you can have a heart for compassion. He tells us mercy, not sacrifice. That is all I ask of you. So the starting point is to be merciful. And then you let him do the rest. It is not you to do most of the work. No, he does it. He's the one to find what needs to be given. He's the one to connect you. And you, your job is to turn up and ask him, what are we going to do in our ministry today? Who are the people I should be talking to? Where are the resources that I should be delivering? And how do you want me to do our work? It is yours and his. So you tell him our work. How do we want to do our work today? And believe you me, if you're disheartened, he will give you the courage to go on. These days, there is a lot of poverty in the world, and that's a scandal. When we have so many riches and resources to give everyone, we all have to think about how we can become a little poorer so that the needy become a little richer. Do we ever think about taking less for ourselves so that another one can be uplifted? Jesus teaches us another way. Go out, go out, go out and share your testimony. Go out and interact with your brothers. Go out and share. Go out and ask. Go out and be a blessing and be a comfort. Become the word in body as well as spirit. So my call to you is this: be poor among the poor, emulating the life of Jesus Christ, so that on the last day we can all wear the crown that is already promised to us, so that when we are asked, when I was poor, did you give me something? When I was hungry, we can always answer in the affirmative, so that we take our place with him. Thank you very much.